Yeah, thank you for joining us today, this morning, for the real estate and knowledge webinar. I really want to celebrate you. Thank you for being a part of this. I know you are going to learn greatly today. Awesome. So, just permit me to check the platform you're using to broadcast. Okay, you need to get the link here. Raise your awesome, guys. Thank you for being a part of this. I celebrate you wherever you are joining me from. Drop it in the comments box. I want to hear from you. I want to know where you are joining me from. Yeah, I must be honest with you. We have had some back and forth with the platform when we use, and you can see that we even have the logo of the platform we are using here. You know, we are in a part of the world where um, there are a lot of restrictions as to how we can make payments on the online platform. But we are not limited, we are not discouraged. We still go ahead. So I really celebrate wherever you are joining me from. Put it on the comments, put it in the comment box. Let me know where you are joining from. We are live, we are live. We are live. Hey, awesome. Let me know where those who are joining me. Thank you. We are live. Yes, we're going to start time. 11. Okay. I mean, on how you can leverage on other alternative investment options so as to, you know, diversify your investment. so that you can diversify your investment. Don't worry, I am not alone here today. I'm not alone. So I have guests, people that will be joining me from wherever, and you're going to be learning from them how you can leverage on other alternative investment options. So, so guys, I really salute you. Thank you for being a part of this. Now, there are things that you really need to know, you need to look out for. You need to have basic of investment when you are planning to. You know, I have been in the business space for more than 10 years, more than a decade now, and I can tell you that I have related more with investors than I have done with other people. Okay, so I know what people want to say or people are saying when it comes to investing in whatever thing they are investing into, and so that is one of the essence of this webinar to help you see how else you can leverage on other investments. The truth is this, you don't have a choice than to invest. If you are looking forward to creating wealth, to building wealth, to retiring rich or retiring wealthy, you don't have a choice than to, embrace investment. It is said that you don't wait till you become rich to invest. You invest so you can be rich, or you invest so that you can be wealthy. Now, investment is not for the wealthy, investment is not for the rich, investment is for everybody. So if you are looking forward to, becoming wealthy, becoming rich, or you have financial goals, then you should consider investing. And of course, I know you are not, unaware of what investing means or what investment means. So we are going to be helping you see what you need to know and how you need to do what you know, how you need to invest well, how you need to invest right. Okay, so that's the sense of this whole class. Okay, so today's class is going to be massive. You're going to be learning so much on investment options that you can embrace today going forward, so that you can begin to, you know, um, generate cash flow from different areas, from different things. Okay, so guys, my name is Olaotan Jeremiah. If you are meeting me for the first time, I am Olaotan Jeremiah, and I've been in the real estate sector for many years, more than 11 years now, more than 10 years. So I think this is my 11th year. Now, I've been in the real estate sector for years, and I have related more with people who probably want to, invest their money in an asset generating platform, or people who are looking for, having a roof on their head. So I have been in this sector relating with different people at different times, and I know that people really looking for platform or places they can put their money and then they will get it back. Now, the truth is this, let me just be honest with you. I have done investment in the past and I've lost money. That's the simple truth. I've lost money just like you have probably lost money. And just like people you know have lost money. I have lost money and I can tell you for free that you can't be losing money all the time and expect to, make huge money or create wealth from the investment you are doing. So the essence of this session is to help you see places, things you can, invest your money into. There are three stages to, financial fortunes and financial blessing or wealth. There is the there is a stage to make money, there is a stage to manage money, and then there is a stage to multiply money. I'm sure if you are on this call today, on this webinar today, you are probably making money somewhere and you are looking forward to, okay, how can you manage or multiply this money? That is probably one of the things that is pushing you. webinar today. And so making money is the first stage, and then the second stage is managing money. And when it comes to managing money, here we come with, a lot of people are victims here. If you have seen somebody who is probably an average, person financially, or who is poor, this person is mostly lagging or lacking this particular stage. He doesn't know how to manage his money. Because when it comes to managing money, it has to do more with budgeting. So you must learn how to budget your money. You don't get to do everything or buy everything you say you want to buy. Yes, you can buy everything you want if you created enough income source that it can cater for every expense, okay, every of your expense. So managing money is the second stage to being financially, to being financially empowered. And the third stage more. Now when you are in a place of investment, you are not in, then it means you are not smart. Investment, just like I said, you don't um, become rich to invest, you invest so that you can be rich. You don't become wealthy to invest, you invest so that you can be rich. Now, I would love to, share one or two things about investment, about things that you really need to look out for when investing. Because I've seen a lot of people, make the mistake. I've seen people say, "Oh, this about that," and then they just get to lose their money in the long run because they are looking for what is not. So when it comes to investment, there are things that you really need to pay attention to. And one of it is the platform where you are investing. You need to pay attention to the platform where you are investing. Yes, I'm still going to be sharing some things, some tips with you before I bring up my guest today. But then, the first thing you should look out for is the platform where you are investing. When it comes to investment, there are different platforms. There is the real estate where I play. There is the stock. There is the shares. There is the crypto, the forex. There is investing in companies, and then there is renting out real, real estate properties. And then there are different platforms, different things you can begin to look at to, put your money into. Now, the most important of all this is the assurance that your money will be returned. Once you can be sure that your money will be returned, then every other thing is secondary. And these are some of the things we're going to be helping you to see from today's class, from today's webinar. So you look out for a platform. Then the second thing you are also looking out for is the return. Now, I know a lot of people are victims of investment opportunities just because they are looking for bigger ROI. So irrespective of the platform you are investing into, whether crypto, whether real estate, whether forex, whether companies, you are buying stocks, whether even government, you are buying the government funds or you are buying the government trading bill. Now, you still have to consider the return on the investment. And I know a lot of people are missing things up here. I've just like I said, I've been in this space for years, and I know people who says, "Oh, the return is 5% per annum, or it's 10% per annum, so that return is so small, I can't do it." Now, the truth is this: if you understand how investment works, you would not waste your time debating on whether the return is small or not. Now, the truth is, I'm not also saying that you don't consider the return on the investment. You should consider it. But the most important of all is your money going to be returned? If your money will be returned, then the ROI is secondary. I am not saying don't look at the ROI, that's the return on investment, but look at what the company will do, how the company will use your money, and whether your money will return. So whether you are investing in crypto, investing in forex trading, investing in real estate, investing in equity or anything, just be sure that your money will be returned. So if you are sure, once you are sure that your money will be returned, then every other thing you can begin to consider. Now, when it comes to investment, what are the things you should look out for? What are the things you should do? Now, just like you have heard or you would have heard, most people say set a clear goal. Set a clear goal. Know exactly what you want from an investment, or know exactly what you want from investment generally. Why do you want to invest? Why do you want to, give your money to somebody to use and then return a certain percent at the end of a certain period? Because investment has to do more with releasing your money in either to a digital platform or to a non-digital platform for a specific period. 1 month, 1 day, 7 days, a month, 6 months, 12 months, or even 5 years. You release most of the time it is even, I think max I'm saying is 3 years. I've seen 3 years, I've seen 3 years, I've seen 1 year. Mostly it's been annum per annum, which is a year. So now you should know, okay, what is it that you want to achieve from this investment? Okay, let's take for example, you are in your 30s and you are considering investing. You want to, you started making money already, and then you are considering investing, and you are okay. What is it that I want to achieve from this investment? What do I want to do with the money that is going to come from it, from this particular investment? I shared a video yesterday. Let me just quickly say this. I shared a video yesterday on about somebody who bought different real estate properties. And what he did was that he ensured that these properties, I mean, each of these properties are paying for the different part of his expense. So he bought one to cater for the children's school fees. Then he bought another property to cater for his travels. Then he bought another property to cater for basic things of life like food and then some other things, water bills, different things that he was spending money on. So he had a goal, and then he went for it. He started buying different properties to ensure that it cater for the deal that is to come or the deal that is already running. So you could also begin to look at, okay, what and the things you know what to spend money on. You know the things you need money for. You know the things that you would need money for. So you look at, okay, what can I put my money into? Let's say, for example, you have a goal to buy a car maybe in the next 6 months, and then you have some money saved up in your savings account or your current account. And then you are looking at, okay, what can I put, where can I put this money? Maybe your goal is to raise 5 million naira. And then you have, let's say, a 1 million naira or 2 million naira, and you want to increase the money. You want to increase the money. You want the money to be able to produce, I mean, to be able to, grow, that it can buy you that car. And then you begin to consider, okay, should I buy property? Should I invest in stocks? Should I invest in bonds? Will I be able to sell it? If I want, when I want to sell, will I be able to, sell it quickly and then use the money to buy what I want to buy? Will I consider cryptocurrency? Will I consider forex trading? What exactly do I need to do? Now, your goal will determine what you need to do next. So you begin to look at what you should do or what you want to do. Okay, I think I have one of my guests here. Oh, let me just accept her in. Although, let me accept her in. Okay. Yeah, you are so welcome.
Thank you.
You
Thank you
know,
so much. Nice to be here.
I was just saying that my guest will be coming up by 11, but I didn't even know that you're already there. Awesome. Good to have you.
Thank
Billionaire
you.
Oludayo. I celebrate you.
Your volume is a bit low though.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Volume, technical guys. Volume is low. So let's sort it.
Sometimes the earpiece causes that.
Oh, okay. Let me check that. Okay, what about like this? Let me see if it, yeah, is it okay this way?
It's still a bit low though, but you can continue. Sure. It's a bit low.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Okay, yeah. So I was sharing before we joined. I was sharing on um, things that people should. Okay, it's okay now. Awesome.
Yeah.
Now I was sharing on things that people should be prepared for when they are considering investing money, because I know a lot of people have interest in growing their money. So before I'll of course ask my guests, I'll make them introduce themselves or other guests join. Let me just on the things I have to share with you. So like I said, guys, um, if you do have questions, you can always drop it in the comment box and we'll see it. So the first thing I mentioned is set a clear goal. Now the truth is there is virtually nothing you can achieve without a goal, without a target. What is it? How do you want to move, or what do you want to achieve from the point A where you are to the point B where you desire to be? So like I was using the car as an example. You have the goal to buy a car in the next 6 months. You have been trekking for so long, and now you want to buy a car. So in the next 6 months, you want to buy a car, you want to own a car. Now you have a budget, or you know the kind of car you want. And so have a budget. Once you have a budget, you will know the kind of investments you need to do. And then maybe that is a short-term, plan or short-term goal. Now you could have a long-term goal. Now, like I have been in the real estate sector. Now, one of the things we have encouraged people to do is to be to consider long-term goals because okay, let's take salary earners as an example. Salary earners, business owners, irrespective of what you do, one day or someday you will not be so active at work again. You will be so tired to resume the 8 a.m. job or the 8 a.m. In the business and then post 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So most of the time, business owners do this thing. Hey, I have an elderly man who say, business people don't sleep because when you are sleeping, you are still thinking about ideas. So someday you are still going to retire, and then you have a long-term goal. By the time I am retiring, these are the things or these are the places I want to get in my living from. That would be a goal. That would be something you begin to consider. That okay, by the time I'm retiring in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 30 years, these things that you want your money to have been doing for you. Yes, just like most salary owners have put themselves saying that, oh, I have business is not for me. I don't business. But the question I really ask is, come, if you start working at 30, maybe you are 30 years old, and then you are going to retire in the next 35 years. So let's say you are retiring at 65. You still have additional 30 years to live. You're going to die at 100. Let's just assume. You are going to die at 100. Now, what will you be doing for the next, is it 30 now, for the remaining 30, 35 years of your life? If you start working at 20, you retire at 65, you have how many more years? Is it 35, 30, 35 years to live? Now, what will you be doing for those numbers of years? And where will you be getting your money from? Now, you don't need any prophet to tell you that in our economy today, pension doesn't work. Pension is not even it's not even an option to consider. I was listening to a radio program some weeks back, and then this person was invited, and he was asked, when was the last time gratuity was paid? And he said 2014. And I was like, 2014? Gratuity was paid in 2014. Now, people are retiring every single day. And then people are not even considering. See, imagine will not happen. I know some have been Christians for many years, and so they have this rugged, let me just use that word, rugged faith that, I will survive. And just leave things to chances. Just like many people left out things to chances before COVID. And when COVID came, then the reality was introduced to all of us. And before a month elapsed, people were already running that center for money because it's possible. Even see, even who were making money on a daily basis. We were crying, not even talk of those who were not making money, so to say, who were not making that big money. So the truth is that reality will come. Someday you will retire. If you are not retiring, someday health will ask for rest. I mean, the body will ask for rest. So the question is, where would you be getting your money from? These are some of the reasons why you need to consider setting a goal for yourself and then pursuing it. Don't just set goals. You also have to pursue it. Okay, so because goal, you have to know what you want to achieve. You have to know. And the second thing is that you should understand, the risk, your risk, level, your risk tolerance. What risk are you willing to take? How much risk are you willing to take? How much money are you willing to commit to a particular thing or a particular platform or a particular company for so that if anything happens, you will not be surprised. You will not be caught unaware. So, what are the things? I think I have another guest. I have another guest. Oh, great to have you. Oh, Dr. Fosa. Dr. Fosa, okay, the background, this video is not clear yet. I want to celebrate you. Thank you for being a part of this. Oh, that's not Dr. Oh, is it? Dr. Fosa, I celebrate you. That's another billionaire friend and doctor. Yeah. Awesome. So good to have you here. And because I'm having my guest here today, I mean, now I may not be able to, share so much, but just like I've been sharing with you, you need a group guys very, very important. You don't need to travel, you don't need to read books, you don't need to consider or consult anybody before you can set a goal for yourself. You already know what earning, you already know where your money is going, you already know the things that you want to do. And you have dreams, you have desires, you have places you want to do. Somebody like me, I want to travel around the world, I want to be able to not lift a finger and just be cruising around. And of course, so you have goals. And this will help you know the things, the platforms you should begin to consider to have your money. And it's something like I said, this level, know your risk level. And the third thing is that you should get yourself educated. Now, you can't get it wrong with education. No matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter your status, you cannot get it wrong with education. Education is important. You need to educate yourself part time. You need to know what you are going into. You need to know how to, position yourself so that if anything happens, you don't fall victim. Many years ago as a teenager, I started investing. I started buying shares because I was introduced into shares because early as a teen, I was buying 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira. But we were just buying all these things. We had no knowledge, no education. We were buying. I didn't even know that you could buy and then in a month or 2 months you sell it off. Buy another one, you sell it off, buy another. I didn't know, so I just left that money there. And after a few years, increase it again of shares. I can because shares work. That I have a yes, it. Awesome, awesome. So guys, I know you do a lot more with money. Like I said earlier, you can do money. If you don't know how to manage money, you will not know where your money is going. And if you don't even know how to manage your money, you should then know how to begin to grow it, how to begin to multiply it, how to begin to plug it. This is the difference. Even if you don't want to make money, you don't want to be rich for anything, you don't want to be wealthy for anything, at least for the sake of people in your environment, in your family, for the sake of the children you are raising, or for the sake of the men. Why not do this? I know we're in a part of the world where charity, I mean, charity organizations or giving to the society, it's already celebrated. But the good thing is that is the way forward. That is the way forward. Now, I'm not going to stop here so that I don't get to keep my guests for so long. Now, today, we are looking at, yes, I celebrate Coach Pimex. Coach Pimex, thank you for being part of this. Say, let me say something to you guys. For the very first time, I'll be meeting one of his classes, and I learned a lot from that. And I was like, look, somebody couldn't have given so much value like this. And I would not want to learn more or introduce it to my community. So, everyone watching, wherever you are watching from, I celebrate you. Thank you for being a part of this. So, before I allow my guest to talk, let me quickly say this. The topic we are considering today is unlocking wealth through alternative viable investment. We use the word viable so that people will not say it's just an investment platform. We want a platform where you put your money there, you should get it back. Because that is one of the issues we have seen around where that people, have skeptical, are afraid of putting their money somewhere and then I think, will I get it back? Will I get it back? Now the truth is this: investment is not that's just simple. Anywhere you are putting your money, investment, investment at risk. So whatever you are doing, whatever platform, whatever place, whatever thing you want to do with it, it's a risk you are taking. Just like the job you are doing, it's also a risk. Yeah, it's a risk. Who told you that the company will not hold up months? Who told you they will have money to pay your salary next month? I know, I know. Who told you that the company will not declare bankruptcy before the next salary is paid? So it's a risk. So we are all taking risk. We took a risk to come or to host this event. It is a risk. So everything we do as humans is a risk. The chair I'm sitting on is a risk. Who says this chair will not to last in the next few seconds? Who knows? I don't know if you guys saw this video that went viral of the lady who was reading news in NTV. She was reading news, and all of a sudden, the board behind her just fell on her, and then the news went viral. So it's a risk we all have. So if I tell you that's not a risk, I'll just be lying to you. But are they worth taking? Yes, investments are worth taking because if you want to really create wealth through the money you are really need to take risk. The people you are looking forward to, the people you are taking as mentors, they are taking serious on a daily basis. When I came into forex trading many years back in 2019, and I was told of different people in Nigeria are also investing in forex trading. I was marveled. I was amazed. That's what this person could be doing uh, forex trading. So, guys, investment is a risk, whatever investment. But today, what we are going to be looking at is we are going to be looking at a minimum of 5,000 you consider to put your money. So, what the first, or maybe not according as we are going to be looking at real estate. We are going to be looking at forex. We are going to be looking at cryptocurrency. We are going to be looking at private organizations, invest private organizations. Just like I have shared, every investment you do should be able to return your once you are sure that then it's an investment to um, log into. So I'm going to start with ladies first. Let's get to meet the first lady is Miss Wade. She's my friend, and she's talking to us on cryptocurrency. I mean, on forex trading. She's popularly known as Abundance Point. She has authored a book on um, on finance, a basic finance. I'm sure she has a lot to share today. So let's get to meet you quickly. Abundance. Abundance. Let's get to meet. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, awesome.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Okay.
your.
Hello,
Oh,
everyone.
yes. Now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Nice to meet you all speakers. How are you doing? There's a
We're
bit
doing
of
well.
noise. There's a bit of noise on the background, so I'm really straining to hear and really get the best from this. So I'm thinking maybe if we are not talking, we can mute so that we can see whether the
Yes. We can
interference
hear you.
can go off a bit, you know. So thank you so much. Hello, everyone listening or watching from whichever part of the world. I'm excited to be here today and to be speaking, amongst these amazing, phenomenal speakers here. Thank you so much, Jeremiah, for having me. Like I said, my name is Oluda Adini. I'm basically called the Abundance Queen. And what I'm passionate about is helping professionals attract wealth and abundance with ease. I believe that we all deserve abundance and it is our birthright. And that is basically what I teach using my coaching program. And I'm excited to be here today to share, some of my investment journey and experiences. Also, I'm an investor. I'm also into forex trading, and I'm excited to be here. So thank you. I hope I've said much. Or am I supposed to say something else? Because that was what I got when. And Jeremiah, did you ask me any other question? Sorry. So that. Hello? Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I guess I was just meant to
Yeah.
introduce myself, right?
Well, based on what he said, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay, I'm good. I just
Yes,
wanted to. Thank
I
you.
heard it too. Can you hear me? I heard
Oh,
it too.
awesome.
I can hear you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So
I
I
think
want
I
to be sure
would.
now because I think I muted myself earlier. Can I be heard now?
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
Oh,
we can
awesome.
hear you. Are you guys
Yes.
hearing me?
In this part of the world, when we do live broadcast like this, one of the commonest words we hear is "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" It can be so funny that somebody is speaking, you have been speaking for so long, and then people are not hearing you. So, guys, now before I move on, okay, let me allow this session to go. Let me allow everybody to introduce themselves. So I'll go to Dr. Efosa. Dr. Efosa.
Okay, so my name is Emmanuel Afisazua. Just that simple. I do tech. I do product. Just
Dr.
basic entrepreneurship. Yeah, and I think I'm a co-founder of a company, basically. So that's what I do simply.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay,
When doctors are
good morning,
speaking, they speak with.
good
So
morning,
let's have
listeners.
Coach Chimex.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Moderator, for this wonderful, amazing program. My
Jeremiah.
name is Coach Chimes. Are you guys hearing me? Are you hearing me? Okay. So, my background is actually
Yeah, clear.
event planning. Sometime the year 20, this is actually 2022, just last year. I had a foray into cryptocurrency, and then it's been wonderful since then. It's been amazing. Happened to be a life coach online. I train a lot of students online on cryptocurrency for beginners, for advanced class. That's basically what I do, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much. Now, for everyone watching this live broadcast, I wanted to know something. One of the things I've come to agree with myself is that young people seriously making money. Online, offline, young people are making money, especially online. We are in an age where every business, every enterprise is leveraging on the internet to just do mass things. And so I wanted to know that young people are making money. Even those with organizations, with companies, they are busy building something on the side. And some of them, they don't want to tell. So I've related with a number of young people. And apart from that, even in my own organization, I know I know the numbers of young people we serve. That I mean, they are more than the numbers of the older generation. So young people are making money. So if young people are making money, then we should also help them to grow this money, because it is not enough to make money, it is also to grow it. Dr. Limde Emmanuel once shared of a young guy who had made about 35 million naira or so, 35 million naira, yes, in naira now, in crypto. So he came, he said he had made up to 35 million naira in crypto, and he was with Dr. Olumide to ask for advice. And then he told him that, okay, since you have made 30, I think 30 million or so. So since you have made such an amount of money, oh, guys, sorry, that should be a network from my end here.
I want to suggest something. I think you should try talking without, maybe without the earpiece. Maybe it's going to be louder because it's gone off.
Let me see.
Hello? I think you are muted.
We can't seem to hear you. You're not audible enough, so we can't hear you. I think there's a lot of
So
maybe
I'm
network
very
issue.
What about this way? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
Can you
better.
hear me now? Oh, awesome, awesome. I think I didn't know that I was muted, and at the point I removed the earpiece. Okay, so I was sharing that story of that young man who met Dr. Lumide, and then he was, I think he had made 30 million. So doctor told him, if you are less than 40, he was less than 40. He told him to remove 20 million. Go and buy 3 properties, dilapidated building, renovate it, and then start renting it out. And then let the proceeds you get from it take care of other things that you I mean, that you may have. And he told him he was not going to do that, that doctor did not understand, that he needs, that her crypto is giving money. Now, the truth is this. I wanted to hold on to the fact that young people are making money, whether from cryptocurrency, from forex trading, from investing with private organizations, from real estate. People are doing something massive. People are plugging money in places that they will really find it. So let's take from our abundance coach. How we use this? Let me start with abundance coach. Yes, I came into forex some years ago, and I came out again just because of my experience. But can you quickly just share with us how exactly does forex work? How exactly does it work? How does forex trading work?
Okay, thank you very much. Basically, forex trading is just the trading of currencies, and then to put it in a layman's understanding, if you want to travel, for example, you want to go from Nigeria to the UK, you can't go with our currency. You have to change it to the currency of the UK, which is pounds. So basically, what you're doing is that you're trading one currency for another. And what happens is that even though we are doing that every day we are transacting in dollars, there is also a medium or a platform where nations and organizations also trade. So forex trading all over the world is just the trading of currencies, one currency for another. And when you are doing that, there are usually two currencies involved. So basically, for example, you want to go to the US, you have your naira, you are trading your what? Your naira for the US dollar. If you want to come back from the US, you are going to be trading your US dollar, for your naira currency. So that is just basically what forex trading is about. And then when you go to your bookies also, what are you doing? You are trading whatever currency for another. So that's just a simple way of what forex trading is. It's just trading of currencies.
Okay, so buying and selling of
Buying and
forex.
selling of currency.
That reminds me of when that reminds me of when we had issue with naira and we're buying naira. How much was naira at the parallel market in your area? Okay, let me go to investment in private organizations also. So now I know a lot of people are so skeptical when it comes to investing with private companies. I just like I said earlier, I have been in the space for a number of years, and I know when people say when we say and I've related with investors. So when we say invest in this particular company or in this particular product that this company has, people tend to say, oh, they want to use my money. But let me ask, doctor, how true is that, and what do people stand to get when they are considering investing or putting their money in a private company?
Okay, thank you so much. I don't know, can you guys hear me? Okay, so I think investing in private organization is quite straightforward and quite complicated at the same time. So and this is what I would say. So it's simply just putting out that your hard-earned cash into a company or that is being operated by someone you believe in, or is creating a product you believe is going to bring like multiples, back to you. And I would simply put it like I think that it is one way to preserve wealth, and it's also one way to throw away wealth, basically. So I think that as a person, having experienced like different ways of investing, different avenues of investing, investing in companies or in quotes, products by companies is one way that I would always go and do all over and over again. So that's basically what it simply means. Just investing in a company you believe in, your hard-earned money, for a certain percentage of that company, or investing in a company, investing in someone you believe in or that is running a company for a certain percentage of that company. It's just that simple.
Oh, awesome. We have Coach Chimex dropped. I guess it should be his network. So we'll wait for when it comes in. I will ask him the questions I have. Okay, let me ask about forex trading, Coach. Our abundance coin. Yes, I know forex. Just like I do say, is so risky. In short, more risky than real estate. Like I do really say. How true is that? Of course, let me just be sure. Is forex more risky than real estate?
Well, it depends on your perspective. You get it? It depends on your perspective, the way you are looking at it. Every investment, if you play in the real estate space without knowledge, you will lose your money. If you play in forex without knowledge, you will lose your money. And basically what I say to people when it comes to investment is business. A lot of people think investment is just I put my money here, it multiplies. It is business, and that is why a lot of people are losing money. Forex trading is business. Real estate is business. Investing in private companies is business. And he said something. The doctor here said it is an easy way to make or to lose money. So the whole idea here with investment generally is that investment involves some level of risk. In Forex, you can lose money. In Forex, you can also make money. So when it comes to the fact that it is risky in the sense that you can make some good money within a very short period of time. Do you get it? You can make some very good money. But what happens is that if you understand how it plays, there's also a way to mitigate your risk. Do you understand? Even though it's risky, there is always also a way to mitigate your risk, because investment is about understanding the risk that is involved in a business. When you understand your risk as a good investor, what you do is to ask yourself, is there a way I can mitigate this risk? Is this something I'm willing to put my money in? Do you understand? And if you can answer that question.
Sorry. Let me cut it. Can you give us a practical way to really minimize that risk? When trading or investing in a practical way to minimize the risk.
It is first from the initial stage. It is first from your mindset. You understanding that trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It is a business. So before you go into it, you want to go into forex trading, ask yourself, what are the risks involved in this level of investment? What are the potential risks that will come up with trading? You need to ask questions as an investor. You know them. Number one, you could lose your money. Number two, you could make money. You need to understand all of those things. So you don't first get into an investment before you start talking about the risk. A lot of people go into investment because of the return on investment. I would say that is what poor people do. Investors don't do that first. You need to know what are the risks involved. People usually ask me, they say, is it guaranteed? Is it guaranteed? I'll just laugh. That is a question from a novice, from someone that is not an investor. And they want to hear it doesn't have risk. It is 100% risk free. And then you see them, they go and sell their land, they'll sell everything and put it into it because somebody told them it is risk free. So when you want to go into investment, the number one tool, for example, if it is forex trading is good. You need to ask what are the risks involved. You need to understand that it is a game of patience. It is not an process. So when you understand all of this, you can mitigate your risk. You need to understand that you don't need to over leverage. You need to understand that there's a particular amount of equity that is required for you to be able to get some level of transaction. Sorry, I don't know. Can we all mute? I don't know. We are not speaking. The background.
Okay, also, yes, I'm also trying to meet the guests so that we don't keep getting down. But I think it has reduced.
Yes. So it's just about you.
Timex, you went away the other time. I want to believe it was your network. Okay. So you are into cryptocurrency, and there's no doubt that I've heard a lot of things about cryptocurrency, especially in this part of the world. Let me start by asking the level of do people really lose more than they make money from cryptocurrency? You have made money. So what you have made, has it been more than what you have lost? Let's take it from there. Hello, did you hear me? Hear me? Okay. But can others hear me? I want to be sure it is not my end. Okay, awesome. I guess his network is dealing with his network. Okay, let me ask Dr. Efosa. Uh, yes, I would like to still pick my questions from two different sides now, because there is a side of the investor, an individual who is considering an organization or a private company, and then there's a side of the company too. Now, for an individual who wants to invest in a private organization, or I think most of the time, a private organization, what are some of the things that he or she should look out for in the organization before committing his hard-earned money to them?
Okay, so that question is quite tricky because you can look out for everything, and you still like get everything right, and your money is still missing somewhere, you know. But I think the basics. I'm hearing myself. I don't know if somebody is still not muted. Okay, so but I think the basics basically is, first of all, you need to first ask yourself and understand, do you believe in the people that are actually running this company? Do you think that they will go the extra mile to ensure that your money is safe? I think that's number one. Especially because there are different stage of investing. So if you are investing at the seed stage, that's majorly the only thing you need to look out for. Because if you are looking at the idea that the guys are actually coming up with, the idea might change. The market might not like the idea, but if the people are rugged enough to continue, then that's one thing. But in later stages of investment, I think one thing to look out for is still the people, but this time around you're looking at the financials. Is the unit economics making sense? Is it possible that I will get back my investment? It doesn't have to be short term, it could be 7, 10 years time, basically. But I think the people, the financials, then once in a while, sometimes the product. But as much as I want to talk about the product, it always changes. Right now AI is around, and many companies are already adapting. The product is changing, so if it's because of the product you invested earlier, you know that's that's gone. So I think those are the two things basically.
Okay, I wanted to send the message to Coach Chimex. It's like he's having issue with his network big time, and we have not heard from him. Okay, thank you so much for that. So we should. I actually have a question before I move to the next guest. Let me ask, because you mentioned the financials the other time, and I want to know, we are in Nigeria as it is now at the moment. Um, are financial, or maybe is this financial record, is it part of what an investor should look out for? Maybe the financial record of the organization, the things they have done in the past, and if it is, are these records actually available to the public?
Okay, so as a form of education, so I think I'm going to limit our conversation today to probably seed and angel investing, basically, because the other type of investing are venture capital, private equity, merger and acquisition or IPO and all these kind of things. And that's for like very big money bags and like probably institutions, not even individuals. So I think at angel investing level, I think what is most important, you know, is sitting down, or definitely probably a Zoom call with the guys or the ladies that would actually run that company, and listen to them talk, listen to them tell you and pitch their idea to you. Listen to their passion to actually drive the company. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Then for financials, I think what you just need to look at is to see, does the business model make sense? And do these people also understand their business model? Do they understand also the importance of business model, basically? Then I think for financials, most financials are not available in the public except you're a public traded company. But if you are someone that is willing to invest in a private company, they definitely would make their financials available if they've even started their company. So you can look at and say that. But I'm going to give an example. I'm going to give maybe a personal example to just buttress that point and end here. So, okay, two guys have invested in me or in my company. So the first person invested in my company, and the investment was ₦1,000,000 that was invested in my company. And I think after like 2 years, I couldn't produce anything. Like the ₦1,000,000 investment went to like zero and it died there. I did my best, but it died. So that's one of the risks of investing in something like that. Then the second guy, after like another 1 year or thereabout, I started another company. The second guy, the first guy felt, "You've wasted my money, I'm not investing you again," stuff like that. So the second guy, said, "Oh, I'm going to invest 1.5 million in your company." And after investing 1.5 million in my company, 2 years this company was struggling, But if I look at this, like 3 years after that investment, or about 4 years after that investment, now, if I should convert the person's stake in the company based on the valuation of the company, the 1.5 million naira today is about $400,000. And that's probably about 180 million naira if you're using CBN rate. Now, these are the story of like two different people in the same person, two different ideas. So I think that one of the things I would just say and end it with is, I think, she has said it. She has said it basically. You don't look out for the returns, but you expect it. Now, your best investment would outweigh like almost all your investment put together. Now, so imagine that person has been investing 1.5 million in probably 20 companies, but one company has brought like 180 million, and maybe the rest would have died. So I think that's what I would say, basically. Yeah.
You're muted. Jeremiah, you're muted.
Yeah. Sorry, I was going to ask you a question. I know in forex there is the aspect of trader, then there's the aspect of investor. If there are other aspects, you let me know. But then I wanted to ask, at what point or firstly, which one would you advise people to do more, and at what point should someone play as a trader and or as an investor? I think I have two questions in one, right? Oh, I can't hear you.
You're muted.
Okay. Sorry. I think it's
You were
basically based
you were muted too.
1-1, right? So I think it's basically based on the person involved. I can't tell you to start as a
Okay.
trader or tell you to start as an investor. Do you get what I'm saying? It depends on you. Right now there's AI.
Which is
There's a lot of
the fastest way to enter?
I think you're also using the wrong words here, the fastest in investment. I think, so that we don't give the wrong impression here. One of the key things about investing is first about your goal. What do you want to do? Some people are very comfortable as traders, trading manually for themselves. Some people want to just do the AI thinking. Like, for example, when I started trading, I was in 9 to 5. I was working as an executive in a company. My hands were full. But the whole idea of making money from your phone was what got my head, interested in the whole forex thing. And I started learning it. But right now, since I started using AI 3 years ago, I haven't done any manual trading. I would rather be an investor. Do you understand? I would rather, do that so that I can focus on other important things to me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for me, I would say that if you want to go into forex trading, you can decide to consider the option of leverage, where you can let technology do the work for you. But at least you have the basic understanding of what forex is, so you can play as an investor where you can leverage systems to do the work for you. I hope I've answered your question. So for a lot of people, they are busy. A lot of people can't go through that rigor of learning the in and out of forex and going through the stress of what is involved to actually become a phenomenal trader. So you can actually go the investment route, leveraging on EA systems that can help you, grow your money. I hope I answered your question. Okay. Jeremiah, you're out.
Okay, I think network is bluffing. So I picked what you said. It depends on the individual. So for somebody who I want to believe that somebody who want to go into forex trading as a trader will be preparing himself or herself to really learn a new skill entirely. Apart from the fact that maybe he could leverage on AI to do the work for him. But then I'm sure that there are still some level of knowledge that the person really needs to know. Now, but then for an investor, the entry level for an investor should be easier. Let me say, maybe. Or what are the things for an investor now? What are the things that at least those basic things that the person should look out for, expect? Because I know that when people hear about forex trading, believe within a day, within a week, you should be able to give this amount of money, to be able to make so percent of it. So what are the basic things that an investor, somebody who wants to, okay, and maybe I will ask later after this. I will need to also ask um, the different strategies to come in as an investor. But then, for now, let's ask. Let me know this. What are the
Okay.
basic things that investors should look out for or expect when considering
Okay.
forex
The number
trading?
one thing I would say is that it's important that you have an idea of what forex trading is about. At least have some basic knowledge about what forex trading is about. So if you want to go in as an investor, then you must understand what is the risk that is involved in going in as an investor. In recent times, we've seen a lot of people lose money trying to be investors, where so many scam organizations came up and they said to them, we can help you grow your money. And they took people's monies and ran away with them. So you need to also understand what is involved as an investor when you are going in. You must have a bit of control over your funds. He who has the control dictates, the tune. So you must have some form of control as an investor if you are going into as an investor going into forex trading. So, for example, I really talk about control. I don't see, for me as a person, I can't give you my money to trade for me. Maybe I can change my mind tomorrow, but I can't give you my money. I would rather prefer to see my money in my account and then use a system. So even if my money is gone, I know that it was actually used in trading. So you can have some form of control where you have control over your funds and you're not actually giving your monies to somebody to do that for you. And one of the things here is that a lot of us, what I have learned, in the past 7 years, it has been through experience, it has been through losing, it has been through gaining and all of that. You may want to save yourself that stress by getting a coach. Get someone that can help you, hold you by the hand to help you navigate. So for example, I started using AI 3 years ago. I have an understanding of AIs when it comes to the forex market. For somebody coming in now, you don't have an idea, you don't have a clue. So you can work with someone that has an idea of what this is involved, so that you can save yourself time and you can be able to get the best you want to get within a good period of time. So those are the things that I would just say to someone that is going in as an investor here.
Awesome. Thank you. I wanted to ask, okay, so Dr. Fusa sent me a private message that his name is Emmanuel, which I'm aware of. But we choose to stay with the sweetest one in our mouth.
Emmanuel is
Okay,
the
so
sweetest. Now
let
go
me
with us.
ask,
What's that?
you no, okay, sorry. The one I'm used to. Let me use that word. Okay. Yes, you talked about uh, you have talked about what to look out for, and then you talked about angel investor, and I was interested. Is there money there? Is there money being an angel investor? Is there money there? How much do I need to start? Okay, now please just briefly tell us who an angel investor is, who an angel investor is, and what are some of the returns you expect or the minimum you should expect when becoming an angel investor.
Okay, so first of all, let me address there is no minimum, there is no maximum. And I'm going to give examples why I say there's no minimum, there's no maximum. So let's take like very known guys. So there's this guy Peter Thiel, that invested in Facebook. He invested about $500,000 in Facebook. I think around 2004 or thereabout. Now, when Facebook was going public in 2012, his equity was $1 billion. So if you look at that, I don't know, that stuff, you can't predict it, basically. Now if you look at these other guys, and I'm using because they are more famous. If you look at Sequoia Capital, they invested about $60 million in WhatsApp, over a series of several funds. And when WhatsApp was being sold for $19 billion, they were going out with about $3 billion. Like it's just crazy. Now, if you look at SoftBank investment in Alibaba, they invested $20 million, in Alibaba in 2000. And I think that as of 2014, their stake in SoftBank was about $60 billion. So if you look at, there is so much upside to investing in companies. But the truth is, these are just singular, what do you call it now, examples. Now, these same guys would have probably invested in hundreds of companies, and maybe 99 of these companies might have not given them anything. But you see that one that will just give you something, you can write away everything. But also, it is also risky because you can actually invest in 100 and the 100 won't give you anything. And that's why, to answer your question, there is money in angel investing. I even think it's one of the best ways to preserve wealth because of the fact that you are investing in companies, and especially if these companies have ideologies that would transcend several decades. It simply means that your wealth is being preserved in those companies. Now, go and check. Most of the wealthiest people in the world, their wealth is in companies, basically, is in firms, so you go and check, most of their wealth are in firms, basically. So I think the first question, it is profitable. What's the minimum? The minimum is zero because your investment can get to zero. The maximum is there is no maximum. It depends on how well the company does. Look at
No math.
Paystack in Nigeria sold for $200 million. Okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, how will I put this information? So I will still be, I'll still keep like the information. People walked out of Paystack with $2 million. And $2 million in Nigerian money, probably as at then, was about probably a billion and two. Like 1.2 billion. And some of those guys did not even invest up to 50 million naira in Paystack. So when you look at that, there's the upside. But like I said, for you to actually make money investing in companies, you need to begin to expand your network. You need to be able to know very smart people or people that can actually run companies. Like I said, I've failed several times. That I've done bakery business before. I've done farming. I've done education. Now I've done real estate. I've done startup coach. I've done all these things. And I'm in fintech right now. HR tech, fintech. And it is the fintech HR tech that the person that invested in is happy. You understand me? The other guys that invested in all those other ones, were either sad or were not this happy. You get. So it is also timing also plays an effect in all these things. But most importantly, know people that are smart. It increases your chances, to make a lot of money. So I recently started a side hustle, not a company. And I just told somebody to say, come on, I'm
Side
starting a
hustle.
side hustle. I'm starting a side hustle. And this person was like, this is your side hustle you're starting. I want to invest in your side hustle. You understand me? And I was just laughing because they said, oh,
you
you
know,
know, so when you started that one, you didn't tell us. The person that joined that time is okay. Now the side also might fail. Funny enough, and it might not fail. But the person was like, you know what? I'm not going to let you go. I'm going to invest in this side also. I will invest this. And before we knew it, the person had my account number. The person has sent money to my account number. I was like, well, I've not signed anything. He said, don't worry, you don't need to sign. I trust you. There's your side hustle. So those are the kind of things. So when you know several people, I've invested in companies. Some of them have failed. Some of them had like having potential right now, and they're looking like they're going to do well. Believe me, if one of them give me returns, I will go and sit down at home and be relaxing. I don't also want to work like that. So I think that there's the ups and downs. Just work with smart people, understand the ecosystem. Basically, I think that's it.
Okay, yeah, I have some couple of questions too. I know we are in a part of the world where investors are expecting their return, as fast as the moment they are investing the money. And I once saw an information somewhere about WhatsApp, that WhatsApp did not make profit until after 5 years. And I'm like, oh, if I am an investor, will I wait for do I have that patience to wait for 5 years before I start getting return from it? But I know we have answered that in a way that once you can set your goal, you will know where the platforms to put your money. But the question I really want to ask, before I move away from you, is that you have invested in companies. How did you identify these companies? Not minding whether they will fail or not. How did you identify these companies and the things you also considered before you said, guys, let's do this, or I'm going to do this with you?
Okay, so the first thing I did was I have areas that I am interested in, that I know that I have read a lot about, that I think I know about. Then I see people working in those areas, and it is easy for me to judge if it will make sense because I've read a lot. So if they are coming to tell me now, let me give an example for real estate. And they're telling me now that there's one land that they're going to buy for 10 million and they will sell that land for 200 million. And they are going to go and buy that land in probably Ifo. I'm going to be wondering, where would you buy land for 10 million in Ifo? Like, I already understand some of these things. But if you tell me you're going to buy that land in Lekki, I might be like, okay, it's possible for you to buy it for 10 million, or how are you going to do 200 million? Maybe bring it down to like 50 million or 60 million or 100 million. So I think also understanding the space, is a plus. Then when you understand the space, look for people that you know that their interest, they intend to spend 5 to 10 years trying to work on that business to ensure that it works out. The truth is, the basic truth is you need to understand that it might not work out. That's the truth. So, but when you have people that are actually working on a viable problem that users need, and these people are willing to give like 5 to 10 years of their life working on it to ensure that it works out, there is, except for probably, things like COVID-19, economic, downturn and all these kind of things, there is a very high likelihood that that company would work out. Most importantly, you understand the space, number one. So you can dictate if the guys or the ladies are lying to you when they're telling you about a solution. Number two, because you understand this, you know that what these people are building is something people need, and people might not be able to do away with, or it will help improve people's productivity. Now, look at real estate right now. If you tell me you are in real estate and you have like a very good strategy, I know you will succeed because we have a lot of housing deficit. You understand me? So, and those major two things, I would say. Then number three is that these people are willing to commit at least at least 5 years. Now the company can fail before 5 years, and it has failed. That's okay, but it has not failed. They are still trying to like struggle through it, and after 5 years, if they've done 5 years and it's not working, they tried basically. So encourage them to go and start something else or go and do something else. Even yeah, so I think those are like the three things basically. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Abundance Queen. I want to you really ask some things about forex trading. I know that people make a lot of money there, and I want to make money too in forex trading. So, what's the minimum amount to start with? What's the minimum amount to start with, and how much will I make?
I think it depends on how you are going in. Usually people will tell you you can start trading with any amount of money. You get it? But it also depends on how you want to go into the market, what your objective is. Are you going in as an investor? If you are going in as an investor, you may not be able to start with any amount of money. It depends on what the system is requiring from you. But usually, when you want to trade forex, they will usually say to you that you can start with any amount of money. But one can't guarantee to say this is how much you are going to make. Do you get it? You can't guarantee that. It depends because it's so huge. It depends on if you're a trader, it depends on your skills, it depends on what you know, how you understand the market. That's what will determine what you're going to make from the market. Do you get it? So if you are using a system, there's always an idea of what the system can do, an estimate of the return on investment that the system can do. So you have some EAs that can be from $1,000. You can start with $1,000 and above. It depends on the kind of EA, and they give you an idea of this is what you need. You can expect maybe between 3 to 5% or 5% to 8%. So it depends on how you are going. But usually, people will tell you can start with anything, any amount of money. But trust me, any amount of money depends on how you're going, basically. But if you are trying to learn, you start trading as low as $10, $100.
Okay. Now, spoken as an expert, what you have said now kind of is different from what we hear. These people who are common for us are telling us. They say that coming to forex, start with $50, start with $100, and then in a single month you are making times two of your money. Because that's what we have heard. Most of these guys say. But what you have said now is different, and I want to believe that this is the truth because investment platform with the mind money within a week or I know they are writing, they are getting prepared, they lost their money. Now, let me ask this question. what are is it possible? Let me first of all ask: is it possible that whatever amount I am dropping in FX trading, is it possible that I don't get to lose the money at all? Is it possible
There's a possibility.
that I
I
won't
won't
lose
say
my
no.
money?
Talking about investment, there's a possibility. If the strategy is right, if the risk is right, and the market is favorable, everything working in your favor, yeah, there's a
What?
possibility. And there's a possibility you can lose it. So it's possibility. There's always a probability. There are conditions that determines what happens. You can even do all your analysis and everything is perfect, and things still go wrong. Do you understand? And things will go. Those are the things that people don't want to hear. And that is why people will say to them, don't worry, just bring $50
You know, the
in
other time
one
you
week.
talk,
You want me to.
you know, the other time you talked about control. So I'm and okay, how can I gain control and then not lose my money? Because I think that's one of the things that most people are skeptical about when investing. That I hope I will not lose my money.
Okay, when you want to invest, and you want to go in as an investor, when it comes to control, I've seen some systems that will tell you they are the trader and they are also the broker. So in those kind of situations, there's no, what do you call it? The risk is very high. Do you get what I'm saying? Because those kind of people, you don't have control over them. So, for example, if my money is in my own broker account right now, and maybe I'm connecting it to a system, I have control over my money. I'm not giving my money out to anybody. Do you get it? My money is in my account. I can unplug at any moment. I can decide I'm not doing at any moment. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that is the form of control where you know that at least I can see my money. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then people also
Okay,
need to understand
let me still add
different.
something. You
Let
talked
me say,
about AI.
are you there?
You talked about AI, and I know that if anybody is here, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear. Go
Now you
ahead.
talked about AI. You said you've been using AI for 3 years now, and I want to, when somebody about AI say, they want to believe that with AI I can just have it work out as planned. So now I want to come into forex trading, and I wouldn't mind to leverage on AI. How do I go about this? What do I need to do? Who do I need to talk to? At least just give me a rundown. Give us a rundown on how exactly we can leverage on AI to play in the forex trading. Please don't forget, I don't want to do anything. I'm not interested in learning. I'm not interested I just want my money to grow, leveraging on AI. So how do I go about this?
You see, let me explain something to you. Emmanuel says something that is very important. You asked him a question: how do I identify companies where I can invest in? He said he has what? Interest in areas because he has read about those areas and is comfortable about them. I said something when we started. Investing is a business. Investing is a business, not a gamble. Even though I am coming in as an investor, I told you I've been using something for 3 years. Do you think it's play? I have invested money to learn, to understand this space. I have lost money. I have made money. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Then you just want to come, even though you want to leverage on AI. You don't want to know anything. And let me talk like a local somebody. So you don't want to learn
I just want
anything. You don't even want to. I'm not even saying get into the nitty gritty of what forex trading is about. I'm not even saying there. But at least you must have an idea. Some of the things that have helped me understand how AI works is the fact that I have been in the forex. I have understood a bit of things. I have understood what brokerage is. I have understood what it means to invest. I know some of the rules that govern the brokerage. I know what they can do and what they cannot do. So when people were losing their monies to scams, I was out of it because I knew it was already a scam. It was already a scam from day one. And I told people and they didn't agree with me. Why? Because of the experience. So if you want to go into trading using AI and you really don't want to do the manual work, which even I don't do manual work anymore, so that that's why I can do my coaching, I can do every other thing that I'm doing because there's a system. But you still need to have a bit of idea. Work with somebody that has gone through that path to coach you. If I want to go into investing now, into companies, I have Emmanuel here. Rather than me going to break my head, I will go and say, please, can you guide me? So if you want to go into that, go with somebody that have gone through the experience. What you'll be saving is that the person will be saving you time. But also note, you will also do your own learning there too, because it is a business. So don't let us, don't let us be saying things to people that just makes it look like money just falls from the sky. There are things that makes you make money with ease when you understand them. You work with the right people, the right association. You understand what is involved in the business. You are realistic. You are not giving yourself fake expectations. I was talking to someone, they say, you will make 50% in a in a month and all of that. I said to the person, I said, not a problem. I can make 50% in a month, but if I'm going to put my money in that, I also have it at the back of my mind that be ready to lose your money the same way. I say it's being realistic. But a lot of people will go and say, should be 50%. My money, they'll be asking, is my money secured? No. Please, if you want to use AI, get a coach, work with somebody that has gone there, that has been there, understood that, get a bit of basic knowledge. I teach people about how to leverage AI, but I also encourage you to get some form of knowledge. Do you get it about Forex? Basic knowledge, understand what is involved. Understand people who go into trading, the MetaTrader 4 is moving. They don't even know what is happening there. They don't even know how to close a trade. They don't even know whether this is buy or sell. At least you should understand some basic things. Your money is involved. So you at least you understand those basic things. It will help you to be successful as a trader going into using AI. And then let me say this, just like every other company also is using AI, it doesn't mean they are not doing anything. What happens is that it's just saving them time. They can achieve faster results, but there are still some little work being done behind the scenes to ensure that everything works perfect.
Wow. How? So there's no magic in FX. I thought I would get a magical,
No, let me explain
approach
something.
to it.
AI is still magical. If you have been to FX when we're doing manual trading, which you know yourself, and looking at what AI is doing now, you will know that there's magic. You will understand that there's magic. But the only thing is just that wrong mindset that people have about Forex trading based on all their experiences. And a lot of people have not truly traded Forex. They just gave their monies to people. A lot of people do not know what Forex is. So that experience is what they've now generalized. But the truth is they have not even smelled what Forex is about.
Okay, now I want us to wrap up this session, but then I really would, ask. I've asked in a way before, and I still want to know because for somebody who is considering investing as becoming an angel investor, and somebody who is considering forex trading, and I think I want to even believe that these are investment diversification that people can consider to money or to make money. So now, do I need to what for an angel, so for somebody who want to be an angel investor now, please, I know you said there's no minimum, but I still want to believe that there should be at least something that I can say, or what how do I even say that I'm looking for people I can invest into, and then I now get somebody and the person says he needs 1 billion and I cannot produce. So what are some of the things at least I just have to that needs to guide someone who is coming in for the very first time?
Okay, so I can get your question. Did you mean like what's the minimum amount that I can use to invest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though you,
So,
I know you
well,
mentioned areas to. Yeah. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
so okay, that is it's still dicey. There's really no minimum amount, you know. So it depends on the company and the people you're investing in. So, and I'm going to use a company that I started as an example. Like I said, there's a company I started, and the person investing as an individual gave me a 1 million naira, and that was in agriculture, you know, as a then. The person gave me because this guy looks like he's enterprising. I like his spirit, so take. The person didn't even check whether the business will be successful or not, but you know what? This is my own contribution to your destiny in case you know you succeed. You know, so somebody has given me a 1 million naira. So if you have a 1 million naira, there are companies, that can collect that from you. I also know that there are what we call how will I put it now? There are some firms that actually bring together partners, and you can, you know, drop I think $1,000 probably every month or probably every quarter, and they will pull that fund together and invest in different companies. So that can also happen. Now, let me see. So another person looked at me after I failed with the 1 million naira, you know, and gave me.
Please go. You can go on. Tell us how to find those kind of companies.
Okay, I will do that. I'll do that. So I know that I'm actually very active on Twitter, but I don't actually ever tweet. I just read, you know. So if you're on Twitter, you see a number of them. I know Future Africa is one of them that's run by Iyabu, but I think that should be like $10,000 or something, you know. And they're just there basically. And I think one of the best ways to be part of the ecosystem, like if you are part of the ecosystem, it's easier for you to identify those kind of companies you can put your money into, you know, basically, and you can now like pool funds together and invest. But now I think there's a company that is now making investing in companies easier. If I can remember very well, the company should be like Get Equity or something, where people come there and you can invest with as little as $50 in companies, basically. So that works. This is not anywhere endorsing them. I'm just saying that this is what I have seen, you know, and stuff like that. Then also investing in companies, it's it's also based on the experience of the founder. So my first investment I ever got was 1 million. The second somebody did into our company was 1.5. You see that there's a 500,000 on top of it. They say, okay, be like say now. The first person, the 1 million was about for 50% of the company, you know. And for me, that was a good deal because it was just a young guy starting out, you know. Now, this the 1.5, the 1.5 billion was definitely less than 5% of the company, you know, basically, you know, as at when the person invested for less than five, that's less than 5% of the company, you know. So that was also a good deal, you know, at that point. Now I just said, okay, I'm starting a side hustle with a friend, you know, and the person I was going to invested probably 10x of, you know, my second investment for less than 3% of the company. So because of like how do I put it down? Like experience matters, all those kind of things, you know, like what I've done before, what I can pull off, you know, returns I can make. So I think to answer your question, there is no minimum amount. It just depends on the company or on the people, basically. But one of the things I would advise angel investors to do is start from that your brother, you know, that has a shop and say he wants to start, you know, a shop, you know, and give the person 50,000 naira. It might just be 50,000 naira. Now, don't just dash the person 50,000 naira. Ask, okay, if I give you 50,000 naira now, what thing I don't get for inside this company? You know, okay, you will take 2%. You don't know where that 2% will be useful. I remember my crypto days. I think I bought, is it Bitcoin or Dodge or something? I just bought, you know what, I have free money. let me just buy. I bought and even forgot I bought, and all of a sudden I was on Twitter and I was seeing that wow, I bought this thing. Where is it? And that's how it happens also for investing in startup. You can even forget that you invested in that company, only for you to just wake up and like, this company, that is the company now. Let me go and check, and you see your document there. So, guys, I own 5% of this your company. Oh, yeah, here's my, So I think that's basically the answer to that question.
Where's my check? Awesome. 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 Thank you. So I didn't pick the second company you mentioned. You mentioned the Future Africa. Then you mentioned the one that also has minimum $50
Yeah.
dollars. Well, you said get witty or something.
Yes, so I said this is in no way endorsing the company, but the name of the company is Get Equity,
Okay.
basically. Yeah, Get Equity, basically. And also, this is not angel investing, but probably investing in shares, which is a form of investing. I think Bamboo does that one, yeah, basically. So, yeah, there are different avenues. And you can start a little at $50 and, and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have an account with Bamboo. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I I would ask you to just give say one or two things that maybe from the things that you have shared so far and have not touched and you really want people to know about, so that I can use that to just wrap up. And once that is done, I will allow you to go while I close this session. Okay, so let's start with abundance money.
Okay, thank you so
Our
much.
coach.
I just want to say this to everyone that is listening, and this is something that has been ringing in my head since we started. When you're talking about investments, when you're talking about building wealth, there are three important angles to it. You are making money, you are managing money, you are investing money. What most people do is that they just jump on the last one. Investment is a long-term process. And that's why it's important. So you must have money that you are earning that will help you maintain your lifestyle, where you structure, where you have savings and all of that. Then you are setting money aside, for investment. And the money you are setting aside for investment, even the Holy Book says, put your investments in several places because you do not know what bad luck will come your way. You understand? It says, spread your bread upon many waters. You need to understand investment. You need to be realistic about that subject if you want to play in it, whether you want to play as forex or as crypto or as an investor in business. You must understand what it means to be an investor. Play those three M's very well so that even if something happens to your investment, you are still good. You can still move on. There is nothing like 100% guarantee. There are market factors, there are human differences, there are a lot of things that can crop, government rules, anything, government laws and policies, anything can affect your investment. I did an investment years back when I started working, because I was opportune, I knew what low compounding interest was. I decided to invest in a company, let me not mention the name of the company, was listed on Nigeria Stock Exchange, everything. So I took two investment policies with them. I was saving an amount of money every month, and I put a lump sum also in another investment with the hope that in the next 10, 15 years, when I'm retiring, I have some good monies to fall back at and all of that. By the time it was time for me to leave my job after investing for over 10 years at that particular investment, 10, 15, almost 10 years, that was when they told me the company had gone bankrupt. I didn't go to look for a Ponzi scheme. I needed to put there so that people can understand what investing
Hey,
is. That was the time I left my job. And I had already put some resources to say these were things I was going to fall back at least to help. And at that time was when they said the company has gone bankrupt. Some people died during that process. But the truth about it is this. I just want you people to know whether it is registered or not registered, it is this one, it is not this one. There are market forces responsible in investment that are beyond your control. So it's just like you plant your seed, some will grow, some will not grow. So please, I just want people to understand this. When you understand this, it will make investing a lot easier for you and it will not put you under any or due pressure. Even when something comes up, you can, get up again and you start moving because you never know which one will work. You never know. You never know. So that's my counsel. That's what I'm just going to say. Thank you.
I think
Thank
that
you
thank
so
you for the
much for that powerful.
okay, thank you for that counsel.
Yeah.
I think we have taken it to heart. We are going to hold on to that counsel, basically. So I think my will be a counsel because she has counseled us. I think what I would just say is, as someone that has played, as someone that has played in real estate, I've dabbled into crypto. I spent about 1 year of my life, working and trying to dabble into forex, and now I'm investing in
Network.
companies.
Hello, is it my network?
It's your
Um,
network. It's loud and clear. It's your network.
oh, okay. Oh, so sorry. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. And someone that is now investing in companies and people are investing in what I'm doing. I think that if I'm going to advise anybody, is find masters in every aspect of investment, whether it's real estate, whether it's crypto, whether it's forex, whether it's whatever it is, because people are losing money, people are also making money. So find masters in all these aspects, learn from them, invest a chunk of your money in all these things. But most importantly, um, look for things that you can invest in that can bring cash flow, or you can do that can bring cash flow. Then also, I like the fact we're talking about savings, but cash is king. Don't run away from. I mean, we're talking about investment, but cash is king. Don't run away from savings. Let your savings, be there basically. It might do magic and wonders for you in the days of, dry season, in the dry season basically. So I think for me, go out there, try, get your hands burnt. You never know which of these ones would heal you. You understand me? So go out there, be burnt. But don't worry, you will find healing when you keep continuing like doing this thing. So that's it. Thank you.
That's the part that people don't want to hear. People don't want to get
I
bought.
like. Oh,
They just want to sleep and wake up. Money.
I like those shots. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But both of you have said that people should find experts that they can, talk to or help that can help them put them in, the right direction. What about you? What about you? Are you available to
I
help,
am not.
get started with
I
your area?
No, I am not available personally. I'm not. I'm not. Coach is here, so she definitely can be available. So, yeah.
Well, this is what I do. I like Emmanuel. You understand where you are playing. There are different aspects to all of these things. You stay where you are good at. What makes sense for you. So I can, if there's anybody, people that are interested in knowing how to get into the forex space, you can reach out. I'll be glad to help you. But don't come to me with a microwave mindset. I don't work magic, you know. So if you are realistic and you want to be a good investor and you want to truly build
all,
wealth,
all right.
then we can work together.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please share your handle. I mean, especially Instagram or Twitter, so that people can send you a DM for whatever thing help they would need.
Okay, my Instagram handle is I am Oludayo
Okay, let's
Adini.
start. Yeah.
My Instagram handle is I am Oludayo Adini. I am Oludayo Adini. That's my Instagram handle. I'm not so big on Twitter. I'm still learning. I'm still running up and down Twitter. But I'm on LinkedIn,
Also,
Oludayadeni. So Facebook also, I'm Oludayadeni. Yeah. But that
and
Twitter,
so and
I've been thinking.
somebody is hearing on Twitter.
Somebody say what? This word there. Just know yourself and just try. I'm trying, Sha, but I'm not so big on Twitter, so
That's
I
nice.
don't even understand that space yet.
That's it. Awesome,
Okay.
awesome. It's been a great time. Okay, would you like to share your Instagram, your Twitter handle too, please?
Mine is just the Efusazua, but I'm not active anywhere. So, but yeah, I'm just there, but I'm not active anywhere. So, yeah.
You can see that I'm still good. I'm still okay.
Awesome.
At least. Just kidding. Just do what works for you, man. Nothing. There's
Awesome.
no.
Oh
No
yeah,
stress.
that's it. That's it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thank you
this
for having me.
session. Yeah, I've learned, and I know that people who are watching and also would watch will also learn a lot from it. So thank you so much. You are free to leave now. You are free to leave.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I
Bye.
really appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. So, guys, that was a great session there. I want to believe that you learned a lot from my guests today. We couldn't have Coach Chimex on a cryptocurrency. I'm sure that you'd have learned more too from him. And guys, just like you have been told, you have heard, you have been educated. Investment is cool, is the way forward, is the way to grow your money. However, you should begin to build some mindset has been as my guests have shared also. Build those mindsets. Do not approach investment as a get rich quick kind of something or platform that you should go into. I have been in the real estate sector for many years, and I know that people come into real estate just because they believe that real estate give that money. And of course it is the truth, but you also don't have to approach it with a get rich quick or get rich easy kind of mindset. It doesn't work that way. So when you are considering investment, be it real estate, when you're considering investment, consider investing in different platforms. you know invest in different platforms: real estate, cryptocurrency, forex trading, angel investing, shares, bonds, treasury bill, and a whole lot of other investments that you can consider. And if you are looking forward to investing in real estate, getting something started in the real estate market, I am available. You can always send me a message. I run a company called WTVO Properties Limited, and what we do is we provide real estate solutions to help people achieve their dreams. So consider real estate and call me. I am your next plug. And you can also reach out to me on Instagram, on Twitter, or even on Facebook at Olaotan Jeremiah. So that is my handle. You can reach out to me, send me a DM, and I'll be willing to respond how to help you get started with real estate. And if you need help in reaching out to this guest, yes, you can also reach out to me. I hope this session has been a blessing to you. Thank you for being a part of it, and do enjoy a wonderful time.